Are we on the show already? Did it go?
Hey there, welcome to the SourceFed podcast. This is where we have an hour-long chat, all us four here, having the best time. Is that right, Will?
I don't think Thor should have been in the Avengers movie. If I'm being honest, what the fuck did he add?
You know that's a different podcast where we talk about
that.
that.
It's an entirely different podcast. You want to come on that one?
Yeah,
I
but
just saw the cup and it made me think about it.
Your
He is
words-
vastly overpowered.
He
if you
is.
think about
your
it.
words
yeah.
opened a vortex into my happy place, though, when you said that. So
Is
it
that
was
a happy place
beautiful.
for you?
A little bit.
Are you
It's
excited?
it's certainly not a Thor spot, you know?
Yeah.
Oh my
I've
God.
used that so many times now. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
you have.
I'm Maud Garrett.
Oh.
This is a modcast or a modcast if you're me and you say my name properly. William Haynes, you're on the podcast today. What's something happy that happened in the last week?
Oh my God, my baby boy was born to me and Ophelia.
Aw.
I can't believe it.
Congratulations. Will's a father.
What's his name?
Oh, Ford Focus.
That's so cute.
Yeah. Oh,
What's
man,
his
you-
nickname going to be at school? He's going to get
He's
teased
gonna
for
be,
sure.
He's gonna be called Fucky, Little Fucky.
Yeah, little fuck. Yeah.
Matt Lieberman is also on the podcast, today.
Hello.
Tell me something that
Awkward.
made you gasp.
Made me gasp.
Yeah.
Oh man. The first thing that came to my mind, I don't want to share, but I will. No, my guinea pig is sick. She has calcium deposits inside of her, so we have to like rub her belly to like get her to like shoot them out. Like.
What?
You should call the
It's
guinea
like
pig
a-
Buddha, so at least it's good luck when you're doing it.
And I was rubbing her stomach, and she just sprayed this calcium bullshit all over my mirror, and it was the funniest, most shocking thing because I had been rubbing her stomach for like 2 weeks and nothing had happened, and then all of a sudden it went everywhere. I'm sorry, I'm recovering from being sick right now, so I'm half delirious.
What's the life expectancy of a guinea pig?
Oh man, it's like 5 to 7 years, and she's
Really?
yeah, and she's like she's
For a kind of it's for a rodent. That's a long time.
That's a long. How old
Yeah.
is she?
she's 5.
Oh,
That's the
then
thing.
she's
already
good life,
five?
Yeah,
good
she's
life.
already 5.
So
Good
it's
life.
Yeah, no, we're
That's a way of looking at
Thanks
it, I
a
guess.
lot,
yeah.
Mud. Just our precious family.
I
pet.
Oh
got
my
a
God.
Flow chart
No, what-
as well.
I believe people are always like really sad when their pets die, but just know like
Really sad.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. But like, know that your pet living with you, that's so much of a better life than they would have had on the streets.
Oh, sure.
Or
On the
wherever-
street.
On the
Yeah,
streets.
no, Lucy would not have been able to survive on the streets. She doesn't have that clickety clackety.
Lucy.
She doesn't have
Lucy
the
in
pop
Live
pop
in New
too in
York.
the back.
Yeah.
I believe in her.
Yeah.
She could mess somebody up.
Oh, she could, man. She's got sharp teeth.
Well, if you could just kind of work it at the right time, you could rub the stomach and use it as a weapon.
I mean,
Oh,
it
yeah.
certainly would surprise people.
You have to do
Yeah.
it 2
Let me
weeks
be
in
clear.
advance.
It's the most innocent-looking thing ever. You just
She's
do
like
little
so
circles around the
sweet,
tummy.
and then all of a sudden, just wow!
Criminals walking down the street. Who am I gonna rob? Maybe that guinea pig motherfucker.
It's like, don't you test me, bro.
Did you just call it a gimme pig?
He's
Gimme
a guinea pig
A
motherfucker.
gimme pig, motherfucker.
Wait, what's it called?
Hey, gimme pig,
Oh
motherfucker.
yeah, a guinea
Guinea.
pig.
Guinea.
I've never been to New Guinea. I don't know how to say that.
I was
shit.
wondering yesterday. I want there to be
Gimme pig.
guinea goats. I want there to be tiny little baby goats that you can just
Is
hold.
that what it means? Is it
Like-
guinea makes it
Yeah,
small?
because she's
Sure,
small.
why not?
Guinea
Yeah.
Weasley was pretty small, wasn't she?
Get-
She was a character
3
in
for
Harry's
3,
Potter.
man.
Sam-
You know,
Um,
how has no one mentioned that they're building Harry Potter World like
Oh,
down the
they certainly
freeway?
are.
Oh, we talked
That's
about
gonna
it
be
on
awesome.
SourceFed. No, you should check out that video. We do 4 or 5 videos
We
a
better
week.
be
Hell yeah.
going.
7th of April. It's
Really?
launching
That's the
at-
day before my birthday.
Oh, it knows.
Yeah,
Can we
right.
go before
Yeah.
my
That's
birthday?
not your birthday.
Yeah, my birthday's April 8th. It's the day before my birthday.
I need one definable proof of that.
Do you like a
Do you
driver's
want me to pull
license?
out my driver's license?
How do we know you didn't rework something like that so you could bring it up? You knew
What
we were going to
kind-
talk about
What
Harry
kind
Potter
of
World.
person needs that level of attention that they need to make up a fake birthday that it's not even on their birthday?
I changed my birthday to December 24th.
No,
Just the block Jesus. Like, oh, you thought you were the only one with a birthday this month?
Oh,
And
I'm
Sam
sorry.
Basher also on the podcast.
Hello. Oh, we're looking at his driver's license information
God.
on the
That's
podcast.
your address?
Good-o. Yay. Hey,
They'll
Sam.
blur that
Hello.
out.
Tell us about your ring.
Oh, it's just a Green Lantern power ring of willpower.
When was the last time you used willpower?
Well, I attempted
Will,
to use
what about
it.
you and your willpower?
Every damn day.
I attempted not to eat a whole jar of Nutella in one day, and I failed.
Oh my God.
I failed this city.
I've been observing
You
you.
did fail this city.
I've been observing you ever since you got off
Yeah,
your diet.
Yeah, it's really funny because Will likes to just he thinks that I can't see him or don't know that he's in the room with
I
me.
think that a lot.
But he's standing behind me and just being silent and staring at me as I eat something.
Okay, dude. Yesterday I walked in the room. You had a Chipotle burrito up to your neck.
Wait, so how long was your
great.
diet and why did you end it? You just didn't want to do it
It's the
anymore.
most
he got
miserable
it.
thing ever.
Let's bring. All right, so to gain. I don't have to explain myself to all
Sam
these
was trying to
people.
get gains.
And I got gains, and the gains are just hidden now underneath a layer of
You know,
comfort.
you did it in the wrong season. Now you got to keep it up for the next 8 months until people start taking off their shirts
But
and shit.
isn't it impressive that, like, oh, it's wintertime, that guy is
Yeah.
still working hard?
Yeah,
I did
absolutely.
aim for
Sure.
the wrong season, though.
Yeah, wrong
I
season.
signed
No,
up at the wrong time.
But I always try to lose weight in the fall. I don't know why it is, but like
It's
it just makes the
beautiful.
most sense to me.
no, but it doesn't,
Because you
because
want to
then you
start
have
the new year looking
yeah,
fresh.
but you have
walk
all
through
the
parks.
holidays with the most amount of food during that time.
But
so
that's your reward. You get it for a couple of days after you do the whole
My seasons are
shebang.
flipped.
Really?
So
Oh, 'cause-
fall is going into winter, which is in the
Right.
middle of the year.
oh yeah, you have to have your winter bod.
Yeah.
My winter bod.
Or your
Winter
summer
bod's
bod.
But
the
isn't it
best
the
bod.
opposite in Australia?
That's what she. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Seasons are
winter
flipped.
is in June, July
Oh.
kind of
And
time.
it's, I'm sorry. Is it warm during that time? Or
Why are we whispering
I'm
about it?
very ignorant on other countries because I live in America.
Ask me anything.
Okay, so in December, like right now, is it cold over there?
No, it's really warm. When I was there 2 weeks ago, we were hitting, what's 38 degrees Celsius?
Ooh.
Anyone? Anyone?
That's like
Bueller?
You see these
Bueller?
gentlemen
More-
texting
Fry?
phones?
I don't got. If
High
you,
70s?
let's go with that. 70s.
What is it? 100.4. It was over 100 degrees.
Yeah. I remember when it was 100 degrees here. I wasn't feeling it. I would go outside and I was like, nuh-uh, not
What
today.
are you talking about? You got glasses on. You're ready for the heat and the sun.
I hate the heat. I hate the sun. I hate all of it, especially where we work, where it's all like buildings and shit that just shine on you and just make it even worse.
There's no cover. There's no tall buildings to cover you with their shade.
I hate my life.
You've got a pet. Going back to your guinea pig,
Sure,
Lucy.
sure.
What made you want to get a guinea pig?
Well, it was my girlfriend's guinea pig. She got her. She had friends
I've got
who
nothing to drink.
like basically told her about guinea pigs because they're relatively easy to care for, you know, and they're very social animals. They're very emotionally intelligent animals, and she rescued a couple of them, and then one of them passed, and then she rescued Lucy, and then the other one passed. And Lucy doesn't like other guinea pigs; she likes people, so she never got another one. Yeah, yeah.
Interesting.
She's a lap pig. She likes just hanging out. Yeah.
Do you like let it go and just run around the house? Like
She doesn't run. That's the thing. Is she stays put. Wherever you drop her,
put
wherever
pig.
you put her down, she doesn't want to move.
that's real
Oh, I feel
interesting. I've never seen a guinea pig do that. Also, I've never really held a guinea pig.
I never held a
before.
guinea pig.
Oh, I
either.
have.
I remember there was
You
this
are missing
Oh, I
out.
have.
soft,
Oh, I have.
Soft,
More than
fluffy,
once.
better than
very
any throw
sweet.
pillow.
Yeah, and she gives kisses. God damn. She gives you little guinea
Yeah.
pig kisses.
Our dog Catacomb likes to like,
Catacomb.
likes to lick, and I don't think he knows that we don't like that. I don't like being
He's
like
got bad breath.
he's
got bad.
His
It's
breath
not.
is
I'm
so
not. I
bad.
don't mean anything about it. I don't mean any.
He's gonna fuck you up when you get home.
Yeah, he is.
He
He's like, "Heard what you
sperms
said."
on everything.
I think
that
I had a
dog.
dream about Catacomb's jizz. I think the dog was like running around and someone was just like,
He
it got over a
does.
designer dress or
I
something.
dream
does.
of jism in the
It's
bright
cool.
yellow dog.
He only humps male people though. He never. No, I think he humped. Breed.
No,
humped
there's a
Breed.
couple
Breed,
of
yeah.
pairs of black leggings that have a on the calf.
Nice
Yeah.
little white check mark.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
used to do
dear.
it to me. I think you have to like assert dominance over a dog for them not to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm not good at that. Like
You have
I'll-
to be the alpha.
Yeah, I can't alpha.
Do you know how to alpha?
No, do
You
my
have
voice.
to eat your meal before the dog.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, so he knows. He's
Yeah.
gotta
So I
wait.
have to eat his meal before he eats his, or
No.
I have to eat my meal.
As long as they are aware that you are eating your food and they won't be attended to until you are done.
And
'cause
don't
you're
let
the
them
alpha.
don't let them stand on top of you, right?
Don't.
I
Yeah,
learned that
you're
on
supposed to
Frasier.
not actually go down and look at it like at eye level.
Yeah, and don't look it in the eye. Like if it's staring at you, not making eye contact lets it know that they are
Is
less
that
important.
right?
Oh yeah, because my girlfriend will dog sit, and the dogs like will trust her before they trust me because she'll go over there more than I will. But when I go, I never make eye contact with the dog for at least 2 days. And then by the time that I do, he's like eating out of the palm of my hand.
I can't
Weird.
imagine your dog's an alpha dog.
No. No. If you like make any loud noise, he rolls over and just like stares at you. He's
Tell
real
us about
sweet.
your little puppy.
He's a sweet. Oh, Dwight. Dwight's the fucking best dog in the whole
Who's
damn world.
Dwight?
Dwight's is the best dog in the world. I post him at least once a week, even though I only have like 3 photos of him. He's the best. I played with him last night. He will just kiss you and
Wait, when
love
did you get this new dog?
It was actually a gift I got 3 years ago. I've had the dog for a long time. He just at my
doesn't
parents' house.
bring him around.
Okay, I don't like bringing him around Catacomb because Catacomb is
We'll chase him around the
no,
house.
is yeah, but for other reasons.
We'll
So I
jizz
don't.
on
Yeah, I don't
That
want.
too- I mean,
I
he
don't
won't
want.
get pregnant.
He won't get. Yeah, that's a good point, Will. he
mean,
will not
yeah,
get pregnant.
he won't get pregnant.
Oh,
but that, you still think that's comfortable?
You
You
think
still
Catacomb
that's
has
fun
STDs? You trying
for
to say
Dwight?
Catacomb has dog AIDS?
No, Catacomb's clean.
Okay,
I've seen it.
taking it to the
I've
dog
seen
AIDS
it.
place.
I've seen it. Catacomb's clean.
Can't be fucking around with Pomeranians, huh?
I just want him to have a good home. Okay. I just want him to feel safe.
You know how you don't like it when Catacomb licks you and he doesn't realize that? Catacomb's not going to realize that Dwight don't want to be humped.
Don't want to be fucked.
Yeah, Dwight don't want to be fucked.
How long is it gonna take?
Would you guys be mad if I bought an office ferret?
No.
Oh my god! We need
Yeah.
like something on the ceiling for it to like crawl
Oh,
through.
sick. Like a sick-ass tube maze?
Okay, have you guys ever heard of Tube City?
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
the
I
idea-
know,
What
but I
is
think I know what
Tube
you're talking
Tube
about.
Tube City, it's a-
Tube City,
Bitch.
bitch.
Rat
City,
City,
bitch.
on your titties, bitch.
Hey.
That's the song.
How's the song
That's
go?
the Petco theme song for it. Yeah.
Except they say kitties instead of titties.
No, I
Titties,
think it's
titties, bitch.
I'm pretty sure it's titties. I remember Petco's had titties on their poster. But it's basically just build a giant like tube. Yeah, like structure of those plastic tubes, and you just let hamsters go, and so you can just have hamsters
Yeah.
going around the whole building.
Okay, what's the difference between a hamster and a guinea pig for real?
Okay.
There's a big difference.
Huge difference.
We don't really have
Gerbils.
hamsters, I don't think, in Australia. The hamster, for me, I've always associated with America.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had a hamster. I mean, like, there's lots of bigger differences, but usually it's mainly size. Guinea pigs are a lot bigger than hamsters.
Guinea pigs the size about this big.
Think of like a hamster as like a burger, and then a guinea pig as a value meal. It's like there's just more. There's more to love.
There's more meat.
When
No,
did
not
we,
like
as a society, think that it was absolutely fine to make rats and mice kind of the evil and bad, but hamsters, guinea pigs, and
It's the Black
squirrels
Plague.
and
It's Black
it's
Plague.
just because of the plague?
really?
Easily, because rats carried the Black Plague, so rats were suddenly demonized, and also rats were more often found in
Rat
dank,
kings.
dank, dark
not
places,
real.
dirty places, versus like squirrels, gerbils, rabbits, ferrets tended to be more in woodland environments.
Uh-huh.
I don't fuck with raccoons. I like
Good.
Raccoons. Like they're cute. Some of them are like so cute, but
There's
the rest
pets.
of them are like they'll come up in your house and start running shit. Like they have hands. And stuff.
Where
They'll
did
be-
you
they'll knock-
grow up?
A raccoon will knock on your door. I don't trust any animal that could.
Which is the smartest,
Hell no.
which is the smartest animal? then?
you to let him in. He's smart.
Yeah.
Which one's the smartest animal, do you think?
Raccoons
Out
for
of
sure.
the rodents?
I-
Yeah, definitely the
Or
raccoon.
All
just
animals.
all
Yeah.
octopi,
They're the...
octopi and dolphins.
Oh, I've heard.
Octopi
of
dolphins,
have
okay.
octopi are smart enough to have opinions. They have
Opinions?
No, they do. They have opinions about stuff. Like they've done studies where octopi have been given like a bunch of choices of like different colors of things, and they'll all pick different colors as their favorite, and they will maintain that is
Really?
their favorite.
I just remember that they were putting the jar lid on the jar.
Yeah,
Like-
That's cool.
They're
Yeah.
smart, and I mean gorillas too, obviously.
You know, raccoons wash their food before they eat it. You ever seen like those videos? Like this, there was this video of this raccoon who had like went up to a dog's food, got the dog food, put it in the water, and then ran away like this.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember that one.
That's why I don't fuck with raccoons. That's all I
My
wanted to say.
favorite. There's a video where they had a pet raccoon, and this couple was letting him wash all its toys, and they're like, "Oh, what's in your bowl?" It was her cell phone. And then they turned around, I was like, "Oh, it still works." And he had his shoes, and they were washing the shoes, and the little thing. It was so cute. It was so sweet.
I love that.
The reason why I talk about the smartest animal is because at a zoo recently there was this guy who was looking at an orangutan and thought it'd be a really funny idea to do a magic trick for the orangutan. And he had this plastic cup and he put something in the plastic cup quite obviously and put a lid on the cup and then shook it around and then kind of dropped his hands lower for 1 second and then brought the cup back up and then emptied out the cup and there was nothing there. And the orangutan fell backwards in laughing, couldn't believe what was happening.
Really?
But obviously had figured it out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like
well,
that.
I mean, he realized that it was a magic trick. He didn't figure out how he did the
Yeah.
magic trick.
How do you explain to an animal this is
You
just
can't.
magic?
Well, I mean, orangutans were actually the ones who introduced us to magic tricks back in like the
Go on.
1800s when they were imported.
Please continue.
Yeah, they're imported to the colonies, and they were just like basically they were for the royals of
Well,
like Massachusetts.
You know,
and
there were
then-
only
so
13. There were only 13 colonies at that time.
Oh,
and
true.
There were 2 of them that didn't have orangutans, which were
that was Delaware
and Placebo.
Virginia.
and Plebeian.
Oh,
Guys,
sure.
I'm
See,
not
but what
from here.
a
I'll
lot of
believe
people
this.
don't know is that Harry Houdini was an orangutan. He hired that man to do all public appearances for him, where there are photographs and etchings.
That's the
and stuff
Futurama
like that.
guy, right, Mister? Have you guys? Did you watch the later seasons of
Yeah,
Futurama?
yeah.
Mister. They had a doctor who was a orangutan.
Yeah.
I just want to say, Mods kicked me in the ankle twice. If it happens one more, I get to go at you.
I've got a really long leg. I don't fit under this table.
I gotta give you one
You
back.
got the long dancer's legs.
I don't know where else I'm going to put on my leg. Sorry. Do you guys believe in magic?
Oh God, I used to really want magic to be real. But now, like, I don't even want it to, because that just makes shit way more complicated.
You want to hear something really embarrassing?
You were,
yes,
you were in a
absolutely.
Oh,
magic.
is this about your magic book that you ordered on Amazon?
What the fuck?
I knew it. I knew it.
Sam,
Did you go to magic camp?
no, Sam.
I went.
one time.
I did magic
You did
at
magic?
camp. At Sleepaway Camp.
I stole my dad's credit card one time, and I bought a magic book off BarnesandNoble.com, and it came, and it was not what I expected. All it taught you to do was that stupid cup trick. We put 3 cups down this ball, and you smooth it around. And I was like, and then I went to my dad and I cried, and I said I was really sorry. And he's like, it's fine. The book was $5, so he was like, just don't steal. And I was like, okay, but yeah, I really wanted magic to be real when I was a kid.
You know, I was gonna make fun of you for stealing your dad's credit card, but one time I did by accident. Like, my sister was buying stuff on iTunes. This is actually how I saw How I Met Your Mother for the first time, but that's a irrelevant story. But I was like, oh, we get to buy stuff on iTunes? And she was like, yeah. I was like, all right, I'm going to buy George Lopez. I bought George Lopez's CD, El Mas Chingon. And then she was like, oh, yeah, we don't have permission to do this. So I was like, so now I'm a thief. So I'm a thief, too.
I did that.
Yeah.
I bought the whole first season of Avatar.
Of Avatar?
Oh, good spend.
They
That's
put it
right.
on the internet, you idiot. 15 years later.
Yeah. Got that
Netflix wasn't
Amazon
around.
Prime?
They didn't have that when I was a kid.
No, they didn't. Do you remember back when you couldn't watch whatever you wanted whenever you wanted?
Oh, you
Yeah.
mean when the world made sense?
The world, yeah, it definitely made more sense that way. Now
Yeah.
you can go home and do anything. You could be, mom calls out, what you been doing this weekend? Oh, I saw everything on TV.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
watched 3 whole TV shows, 9 seasons long.
Well, that's not an unreasonable thing.
Wait, is it not unreasonable? Was there one time when Maud borrowed somebody's?
Somebody's
Hulu
Hulu Plus
subscription?
account and watched all of SVU?
I mean, if
to the
anything,
point
that
that
is
my
a
recommendations are forever skewed?
You watched, oh, I hate that. I hate that. You watched SVU?
Dun,
Why?
dun.
Okay, SVU is real good.
I
It's
know,
real
I
good.
bet.
Okay,
but
okay,
what
okay.
It has
It's
to
not
be a rainy
like
day.
Yeah,
It's not
people
Breaking
get
Bad.
like sexually assaulted. It's so good. Like,
That's not what I mean.
The storytelling aspect of the program.
Olivia Benson and Elliot
Morgan.
Stabler.
Elliot
Stabler
Morgan,
are
yes.
the best. They're my family. They are like
They're your family.
Yeah.
We're your
I've
family
seen
too.
Christopher
Why are
Maloney.
they your family?
No, but they are they're my modern day fairy tale. You know, like they're the ones that Thor bloody comes down and sorts you out one and there's
Oh,
a bad
throwing
thing
me
happening.
in here,
I'm gonna save the day. Well, they
There
could be
are plenty of
everyday
people
heroes.
that would be glad if Thor came down and sorted them out right quick.
Oh my God, if he sorted me out, I'd be like, you
You would let
blonde.
Thor sort you out?
Got a hammer in your hand, or you just
Would
have
you
a
let any of the Avengers
Yeah.
sort you out?
I love Iron Man. Oh,
How would all
God.
of these be in the bedroom? I want to discuss with you 3 men.
Okay, I'm telling you.
Well,
Tony Stark will fuck you and then go to sleep. He will fuck you.
does.
No, he
Fair.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
He would fuck you and then get his personal robot to call you a cab.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even do it.
He wouldn't even.
Well,
do
no,
it.
that's what I'm saying. He would fall asleep and Jarvis would robot arm from the ceiling, tap you on the shoulder, and be like,
You have
"Ooh,
got
you
to
gotta
go."
go. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
the
you
saddest-
accidentally
We're waiting
bite,
outside.
if you accidentally bite Bruce Banner's lips too hard, you dead. So
Yeah.
don't fuck him.
Think about
Yeah.
this. He's almost
Oh.
100 years old and
He would
probably never
last-
had a kiss.
He wouldn't
Yeah.
even last 2 seconds. He wouldn't
Wait,
even
no,
make
no,
it.
no. Steve Rogers is a super soldier.
He
Steve
is,
Rogers
for
will not
sure.
be doing any Rogering.
Oh my God! How have they
No.
not done a scene in Avengers where like it's just him and Tony Stark Stark's like virgin?
There's a 20-minute scene in Civil War. Don't worry, that's how it all starts.
That's why they're fighting.
That's why
So
they're
I'm a virgin.
fighting. No, but I bet Thor's got to have like a pickup line. Like he pulls out.
He'd throw you
he
around a
pulls
bit.
out his hammer and he's like, "Only the worthy can pick this up." And then you grab him. And he's like, "Guess you're worthy." No.
But you know, because you wouldn't be able to pick up the hammer. But he'd be like, I only pick up the worthy. But he would physically kind of pick you up.
Right.
He'd be
'Cause
like,
he
I'm
could.
strong. We must have the sex. You know,
Yeah.
that's what he would be like.
That fuck was good.
Yes.
No. Wait,
I
so
like that movie.
what if Thor leaves his hammer in my car and my car is turned off and then he gets out and then I turn my car
You
on?
can
Can I
drive
drive
the car.
away?
Yeah.
He says that in the Avengers Age of Ultron, he says that if you leave it in an elevator, the elevator will still go up.
Yeah.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
just the hammer is you can't pick it up, but it is not actually heavy.
Okay.
This is some
one more
nerdy
on-
shit, huh?
Like it'll pull
Can I-
into whatever
I-
surface.
Can
is
I do
beneath
this?
It.
Do you think I could do this with it?
No.
No.
Damn
You
it.
can't move it because you're not worthy.
One more on Captain America.
What about it?
If he was ever there, maybe Black Widow's just like, oh, I'll do you a favor. He would totally like psych himself up, wouldn't he? He'd be like, come on, Cap, come on, Cap. Come on, it's the Cap attack. It's the Cap attack.
Who stopped Red Skull? Who stopped Red Skull? Who stopped Red Skull?
It was you big boy. Come on. Yeah.
He should have got her. He should have got with Black Widow. She should have got with him. You know how
Instead of Hulk,
instead of getting with Hulk. Why would you ever?
That came out of nowhere, right?
out of nowhere.
It's
I
fine.
understood it. Like, you think about it, you can kind of understand it. Like, oh, they're both outcasts.
Didn't her mama tell you not to date a green man? She's like, oh, I don't have one.
Yeah, well, I don't know. No, my mama didn't tell me that at all.
Oh, she's been tripping. Didn't you ever watch the commercials of that green giant? I wish I could
Jolly
remember.
Green
Jolly
Giant?
Green Giant. She's
The
like,
beans?
don't fuck him, little Lieberman.
My mom did sit my brother and I down once and, like, basically told us that
No
it would
black
break
girls.
her heart if we didn't marry women who were born Jewish. Like, to the point that, like, she would feel that she had failed as a parent.
Wow.
I used to really
Some
want a
would say
Jewish
that's
girl.
pressure.
Some would
I
say
don't know how
that,
I'ma do
yes. She gave us, after that, she gave us subscriptions to J-Date, free subscriptions.
Okay, I was joking around earlier today, and I said, is there a Mexican Women for You website? And I typed it in, and there wasn't. Then I typed it into Google, and there is it's called like Latina Cupid or something like that.
Of course there
Like,
is.
how does all this shit exist?
Look, if Farmers Only exists.
Wait.
Yeah.
You know, farmers. There's commercials for that.
Farmers only?
Yeah.
Farmers dating,
It's
a
online
dating
dating for
website.
Is there a
farmers.
guy just like
Farmers.
slowly milking a cow?
I mean,
It's not
that's
porn,
gross.
all right?
Yeah.
It's not a porn
At least
site.
have him like picking apples or something. Like that's not his. I don't think
He's just
milking
looking
a
at the
cow is in
camera.
any way erotic. You know, it's just like, ugh.
Do
What
farmers
is he
do
doing?
farmers watch SourceFed? Because I was about to talk so much shit about you guys.
There's
Yeah,
at
you
least,
know what farmers.
at least a couple farmers.
There's like
you
17
guys know
farmers.
that a new dating app, Disney. If you're a big
Oh,
fan
yeah,
of Disney,
that's
so there's
true.
like meet someone else like-minded that also loves Disney. What would you do? Like, what would you bond over?
Why does that make me feel uncomfortable?
It's a little odd.
Because it's like so overly embracing our generation's obsession with nostalgia and childhood.
Just because you
and
don't
then
want to be
throwing
part
sex
of
into
that,
that.
world.
That, oh my god!
Yeah.
If someone sings a goddamn Disney tune in the car, I freak out.
Ooh.
Why, you like it or don't?
No,
like
I
it?
do not. I do not like it.
Anyone who
I
goes
do.
on that website, if the girl's first line in her profile is "Do you want to build a snowman?" Block.
Block.
Maybe that's
Oh,
your
no.
thing.
Oh,
I
I
don't
know.
know.
That's not nice.
The
You should
Frozen
treat
hype
women
is
with
over.
respect and not do what was in my mind.
Oh
What
God.
was in your mind?
You gotta
It
make
rhymes with snowman.
Blow men.
That's like a Brie Estrig's parody. Do you want to do some Blow Man that you can find on her channel?
There it is.
Brie Estrig on
Do you
YouTube.
remember the Frozen hype where everywhere you went, you couldn't go to Applebee's without a
Oh, you
Frozen
mean
napkin?
still?
Why did I say
No,
Applebee's?
it's
My
not.
mom hang out with my mom
Frozen
too much.
napkin.
Minions took
Oh,
over.
I thought you meant-
Minions. Yeah. Minions. And they've calmed down. They've calmed down. I've seen less Minions over the past 2 months.
They still have Minion Tic Tacs and Minion balloons and Minion condoms and Minion.
They're not
Minion
Minion
condoms.
condoms.
Oh my God.
If they didn't make that, they really missed out.
Yeah, they really missed a
out.
segment of the market.
If
there.
Planned
What are you
Parenthood
talking
really
about?
wants to help teenagers stop pregnancy, put some Minion condoms out.
Mandatory minions.
Oh,
Mandatory Minions.
no.
Oh, sorry, baby, I can't get this done without my Minion.
Hold on. I gotta get this minion on my member real quick.
Minion
On my
member.
membrane.
And it makes sounds like whatever.
Ding,
It's like,
ding,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
God.
What
Bing, bang,
dating
bong,
what dating
bong, bong.
site would you want to go on if there were the possibilities were endless?
Cheeseburger. I would like to bond over women over cheeseburgers. I love that shit.
Right?
Oh, I thought you meant Cheeseburger, the meme website. Where
No,
we get to talk about memes the
no,
whole
no.
time. I'm like,
I'm
okay.
like, we are interested in getting cheeseburgers together
I
and
think,
maybe
yeah,
kissing
like a
later.
foodie
You walked
website.
into my ankle just then. That wasn't me kicking you.
Are you
That
sure?
was you. Yeah, I was definitely.
Now,
He
Maud,
walked
you just
into
stepped on
your
my
ankle.
foot.
Oh, I made to make the point
See,
that it wasn't
that
me.
counts as
Oh,
1/4.
damn.
So you got some time left.
Hold me back, Sam. I'm gonna really kick
Wait,
him.
Don't,
No, I'm not. I'm
Don't
not.
hit him.
You really kicked kicked me. That's 3 1/4 hits in this podcast mod. That was.
Let's. Can we throw a scoreboard up on the screen
Sorry,
there?
I'm
Can I get a
sorry.
replay? The replay.
Instant.
Yeah,
That's about
Sorry
it.
about
Sam,
What?
what specified dating website would you want? A comic book dating website?
Bro, I
would
don't
it be
think
called?
I don't think I want anything that specific in a date. Like I want to be able to. Okay, big thing. You want to connect with somebody. I don't know if I want to talk about that all the time. There's a point when like we start talking. Okay, like you, me, and DJ, we start talking about stuff. There's a point in my brain where I'm like, I can't talk about this
Yeah.
anymore. I physically can't. There's
I-
nothing else I could say. So I'd want like somebody like an active, like an app, people who want to go out
Death
and do
metal
stuff.
women?
Deathmetalwomen.com. Thank you. Yes.
Sam, will you go on a date with me?
How much fun would that be?
Sorry, guys, I gotta go out. I know
There's
I'm
gotta
sick, but
be
she made me.
like a Juggalos dating website, like Juggalos
for
Wanted
sure.
or something.
I didn't know what that was for a long time.
You
It's,
did?
Juggler.
They're
Uh-uh.
fans of the Insane Clown Posse. They put do clown makeup
No.
and lots of hard drugs.
Yeah.
Didn't they beat up Tila Tequila once or
No.
something like that?
Probably.
That sounds like a headline.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Mod, if you want to see something amazing and trashy, you need to look at like any photos of the gathering of the Juggalos.
It's a little scary.
It's terrifying.
It's a little scary.
It's terrifying.
You
It's-
guys know what tryptophobia is?
I know
Tryptodecaphobia?
trichodecaphobia.
Tryptophobia?
What's tryptophobia?
Oh, it's gross as hell. I just thought of it. and
Wha-
It's a fear of what?
It's segmented holes. Oh, do not Google image it.
What is it?
It's the fear of segmented holes. It's really gross.
It's-
Oh, I've
Segmented
seen it.
holes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know it.
It's like
Look it up.
cluster,
Like a sponge.
clusters of holes.
Oh yeah, on your
that's so-
body.
yeah.
Isn't it weird that
Yeah.
humans have things in common? Like everybody's like, man, this.
Did I just kick you? Sam?
Oh no, everyone's kicking
People
everybody.
throughout time have.
That? Aren't the back of our chairs
No,
like that?
no,
though?
it's
no,
like when
it's
people's-
like on your body.
No,
skin, like-
if it's organic, if it like something grew that way, or like
yeah,
it's
like coral.
like coral. Yeah. All
How
that-
do you say it?
coral?
Coral.
How do you say?
Coral.
How do you say
Yeah.
it?
Carl.
Coral.
Carl's
Now,
Jr.
now America wins this one. America gets this one. There's an O-R.
We get this one.
Coral.
Like
Coral.
say.
Do you say and are and or like this are that or this or that?
either
this-
or?
this or
either
that.
or?
Yeah.
Either or.
Yeah. Either
What do you
or,
say?
And then Carl.
Coral.
How
I
do you
don't
spell-
understand.
How do they spell color in your country?
with a U.
See, that's all wrong and shit.
No, it's not.
Color.
Color.
I
right?
hate other countries.
Color.
I hate other countries.
Wait, what were we
Will,
talking about
it's
today?
those kinds of sentiments that are keeping Donald Trump in business.
I know, right? If he's doing it, I'm doing it too. Fuck it. Oh yeah, everybody with a different religion than me, get the fuck out. Like,
no,
all that
no,
kind of
no,
shit.
No, today we were
no.
talking about, you know how
Reckon no.
we always think that Australia has like snakes and bugs and monsters everywhere?
Sure.
She
You
was
think?
like, what was the equivalent? What was the equivalent you said?
It's like, okay, the amount of times Americans will be like, I ain't gonna go to your country. There's too many snakes and shit. Everything's trying to kill you. And it's like, well, no, because there's not that. You don't wake up and be like, ooh, gotta mind the snakes under my feet. It doesn't happen. The equivalent is waking up here in America and being like, ooh, I might see me a bison today. That bison might get me. You know, like,
Okay, I saw bison.
Bison don't have poison.
But you told me the story about like you woke up, looked out the window, and there was a goddamn, or was it in your room, of a huge spider, one of those like
like a puppy
The one,
spider.
the
Like a
ones,
puppy spider.
No,
Yeah,
that
the
was
ones
the-
that eat
that was
puppies.
a
the-
hand spider.
that was a spider, yeah.
What? Like,
And it wasn't waking.
it's not that
I
you
was
guys
touching it.
It's just the likelihood. Oh, you were touching it by accident.
Well, okay, so the giant spider had a moth in its mouth, and the moth was flapping around, but the moth was probably about that big as well.
I'll say off the bat, that's too big. That's
Sam
too
is
big.
struggling with this right now.
So the moth, what's that? How many inches do you think that would be in
That's like
diameter?
bigger than some of our
4
dicks.
inches,
4
or
inches
5?
wide. And it got to the point where I would roll up a newspaper and smack these moths because they were kind of annoying. And then I didn't have
Nah,
a
and I was-
newspaper one day, so I just used my hand, and that wasn't so bad. And then, you know, this moth was... I was like, oh, stop it. And I was trying to just smack it away so I could go to sleep because it was in the middle of the night. So I'm touching around. I could feel the moth. I could feel it
I
there.
felt something soft.
And then I turned the
bristly.
light on, and yeah, there was a spider literally the width of my hand that was devouring
I
this
just gotta
moth
chill.
slowly. That was the first time I got up and I whoof. Like
Yeah.
I don't think my feet hit the ground in my room when
but
I
I
exited.
feel like you have just as much of a chance of dying or like encountering dangerous animals here. Like I was once in a swamp and I stepped on a snake and I ran like hell.
I wouldn't like
Yeah,
that.
I'm a little.
But you
bitch.
didn't wake up with the snake
No, I didn't wake up
eating a
in the
squirrel
swamp.
in your
Yeah,
bed.
what's great about America is when you fall asleep in your bed, you wake up with everything the same, except unless some guy tries to like sell you something.
I don't know.
See, that's
2
the
days
issue
ago,
in
I woke
America.
up, there was
There's
a
too many
spider
people
on
trying
my
to sell
ceiling. He
things.
was kind of big. He was like the size of a quarter.
You just went real kind of twangy
Yeah,
there.
you gotta come on down just the size
You
of
know,
a quarter.
I
the
woke up
size
this
of a
morning.
quarter.
There was a spider there. I wasn't scared.
When
at
I
all.
get like sheepish, sometimes I adopt a little bit of an accent.
It's a coping
It's
mechanism.
how I cope with feeling
I-
vulnerable.
I can't. I don't want to think. When you say moth, I think bird. And I think that you found, in my head, I'm picturing that a spider, a giant spider.
Eating a
is
bird?
Have you never seen a photo of that?
What?
A spider. I saw there's a photo. A
Yeah.
spider took down a bird and was like wrapping it up in its web and
Yep.
eating it.
It was a little.
That's Humans
an
can't catch
awesome
birds.
spider. That's like a Craven the Hunter level spider.
Like, tell me what person you know that can catch a bird. No person I know could catch a bird. It'd be very, very difficult.
sure.
I mean,
Unless
like
they
maybe
were,
a chicken.
Unless they were penned in.
Yeah.
You can catch a chicken.
I can catch a chicken,
You
but it'd be
gotta run
very
real
hard.
fast.
I saw Creed. It's hard.
Oh,
gotta
yeah,
run
he does in
away.
Creed. Yeah, I can catch a penguin.
I,
Aw.
It's not
penguins
swimming.
are gross too. You ever
Are
seen a
they?
bunch of penguins? Like the
Will
ones they have
doesn't
at the
like
zoo?
birds.
I love the way birds sound. I think birds create one of the best sonic waves in the world, but they are gross as fuck.
Really, birds are the
Yeah.
gross ones.
Birds poop and they
Every animal
Yeah.
poops.
yeah, but
Every
they do it from high up. Like if a donkey shits, it's not gonna get on my head unless I fucked up.
Oh.
A bird.
Well, if you could fly, you wouldn't come down to the toilet every time you had to
I
shit.
Wait, hold on.
Sometimes you're
would.
busy.
Do you think Superman
Ever
doesn't?
shits from the sky?
He's going real fast. It could just break
Totally.
up.
Totally. It just breaks up and dissolves in the atmosphere.
What would he be like in bed?
Very
There-
gentle.
I heard there's a comic.
Bang! It's over.
Like I heard there's a comic
Faster
where.
than a speeding bullet.
Well, that's what
Oh,
I'm
they'll
saying.
blow right through you.
I'm not saying, yeah. Well, this is the debate. It's like all the way back to Mallrats, right? Like he would need a kryptonite condom to be able to weaken him enough, or a
right.
red sun lamp to take away his powers.
So damn
that he
nerdy.
could do it. It's
a
the truth.
kryptonite condom.
That's what they said in Mallrats, but I feel like a red sun lamp makes more sense.
There you go.
Because like I would kill him.
if you drink his
Kryptonite condom.
jizz, do you get the powers? Or, like,
It's possible.
I'm gonna be honest. If Superman was
That's
real,
how powers work,
if,
right?
Yeah.
If Superman was real and he died and they were like, oh, we got all his jizz, I would for sure drink some. And if they were like, it's safe to drink, I would do it.
What?
Would you not
I
try
want
it?
you to, I want you to listen to what you're admitting to because it's something that would technically never happen, but I think the premise still sticks. Pun intended.
Oh shit, yeah, that was gross.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Let me
about that.
ask you
So
this.
you're
Will.
gonna drink a dead
Hold on.
man's
Hold
jizz?
Yeah, if it was
hold on.
Superman.
Now, if Catacombs jizz
Oh,
gave
hell
you
no.
powers,
Gave you powers.
Gave
That's
you
odd.
powers.
Guys, I'm so sorry, but we are flirting with bestiality here, and I don't know if that's
No,
something
I'm
that
not
you
saying
should-
he's getting it from Catacomb. It's all over
And
their house.
And I'm not getting a boner from it, so it's all right.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
over their house. If it gave you the power of flight for a full day, if you just a
Do
little
I have a
bit.
jacket? Because the flying would be hella cold.
Oh, sure, you got a jacket.
Yes, you have a jacket.
There are
Okay.
sometimes, Matt, where you will say something about animals mating or something that they deliver out of their organs that makes me really wonder about you.
No.
No. He hasn't had Catacombs jizz.
No,
I promise.
I have not had
But it's this-
Catacombs jizz.
What? I just wonder. I mean, I'm talking about Brothar on Dungeons and Dragons. Who
Oh,
hasn't
no.
had sex before.
The
who-
only reason why I asked that, Maud, it had nothing to do with cats. First of all, I thought it was funny. Second of all,
He asked a cat what it would be.
yeah. Well,
the cat could
my
talk.
character is a virgin. He knows nothing about sex.
Yeah.
So if a cat knows what sex is like, he wants to get whatever tips he can get.
I don't think a cat has sex. A cat mates.
No,
Yeah.
and it's horrible. I
Yeah,
hear.
they have hooks on their penises.
Oh God, I would
it's
hate being
horrible.
a cat.
Oh
I
no,
would-
all cat sex is
That's why they go.
non-consensual.
"Meow." That's like, hey, no, because it's not fun.
No, because they have.
Cats make some strange noises. It's like them
Yeah.
having sex. That one.
If you hear that in your backyard, your cat is getting fucked. Oh my God. Miss
Jesus.
Miss Snowbell is getting it. No.
Who's Miss Nobel?
Miss Snowbell?
Miss
Oh, Miss
Snowbell.
Snowbell.
Snowbell's the name of the cat from Little Stewart or Stuart Little.
Stuart Little. Snowball.
We've been talking about Stuart
Snowbell?
Little a
We
lot.
haven't we?
Why do we
Why?
talk
I feel like
about
that had come up
Stuart
in my life
Little?
recently.
Who
Hold
was it
on.
who
I like
said,
Stuart
"Oh,
Little."
little Stuart"?
That was me. That was me.
Little Stuart.
Oh wait, no.
Wait, somebody did.
Just now?
No,
Oh.
before when we were
No,
talking about
we're
it.
talking about it, and someone's like, "I love little Stuart. Made my day.
You notice that Hugh Laurie is in that movie?
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. House
Was that
is in that
before
movie.
House or
But
after?
way
I know you
before.
would
It
know.
was like 2002.
Yeah, it's way
And
early.
House is 2004.
After House, he just changed. Like after House, he became the man.
He became a really house home name.
Yeah,
What's that
household
called?
name.
Yeah.
Have you heard his album?
House name.
His album is great. You told me you were leaving. You ever heard that
Oh
shit?
yeah, he did like a jazz album, like a crooner
So
album.
good. The second one was okay, but the first one was really good.
I saw, and he does it all the time in Hollywood.
Jeff
Jeff Goldblum
Goldblum,
do his
yeah.
jazz. That
Jazz
guy
piano.
shreds. He's so good.
Shreds what?
Piano.
Piano.
Ooh.
Oh, Don Piano. Yeah, he was
That makes
so
sense.
good.
What has he made since Jurassic Park?
Independence Day.
Everything Wes Anderson.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's really kind of funny though, because in the middle of the sets, to warm up the crowd, and then in between, he would play 6 Degrees of Separation with himself.
That's
so he would
funny.
say, "Oh, I remember this movie that I did," and he would go around to get it back. And he would. It wasn't 6 Degrees. It was let's go around the entire room of naming directors and actors and movies
And he'll get it back to him.
every time. He did
Damn.
it every time.
That's fun.
And would never double up on a movie either.
He's
Ooh.
so good.
He's great.
There's just like there's like a few guys like him and
Seth
Chris
Rogen.
Walken. No, like him and Chris Walken who like do their
Oh,
own
he's
thing.
just Chris Walken
Chris
now.
Walken.
Crip walking.
Crip
Crip
walking.
walking.
Crip
Just keep
Walken.
walking.
Yeah.
Oh, Crip.
But like who just they do their thing, and you're hiring them to just be them in your movie or your show or whatever, and it's always great.
I do the worst Christopher Walken impersonation.
What is it? I need to hear.
To be
it.
honest, a lot of people do a
It's-
really bad
I can
Christopher
hear
Walken
it in my
impression.
head. I can hear it, and I cannot do it. Well,
Oh,
That's a great place to
I
start.
just, I'm not, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Whoa. Yeah. I'm a Christopher Walken.
Oh boy,
Go on,
come on, Sam.
go on.
That's it.
Not bad.
oh,
Oh, that's better. Yeah.
I hear too
I
much
completely
bastard.
blank. Yeah, it's basically. Oh, my impressions have me in them in the, in
little
the back.
bit.
Yeah.
Myself.
2 mice fell
That's
in a
what it
bucket of
is.
cream. The first mouse quickly gave up and drowned, but the second mouse, he swam so hard he churned that cream into butter.
But the second mouse. No, can't do it.
I
Is
still
that-
can't do
is that-
anything.
Sorry, dumb question. Is that Mousetrap?
No, it's Catch Me If You Can. You
The
mean Mouse
second
Hunt?
mouse.
Mouse Hunt because he's in
Mouse Hunt is an underrated movie. That
Oh.
movie is bananas.
Yeah, I really like that movie.
That's from the director of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies,
Looks like it.
Gore Verbinski.
They don't get
How does
enough
the Pirates
credit.
of the Caribbean soundtrack go again? How's that song?
Is it just me, or is it that everyone that dresses as Captain Jack Sparrow looks exactly like Captain Jack Sparrow?
It's funny that that happens, huh?
Yeah, I think every dude looks just like him. I'm
Because
like,
it's the makeup.
It's the
the
makeup.
makeup
Throw a
and the
little
beard.
makeup, and it's because it's dirt. It's a lot of dirt
Lot
and a
of
beard.
dirt,
too.
Dreadlocks.
Beard and
I-
beads.
I'm
Beans.
so sad that Johnny Depp, like his movies aren't like cashing out like they used to, because he takes that same, he like takes this character and is like, okay, now this character.
Savvy.
Now I'm in a chocolate factory. Now I'm on a boat. Now I'm in a room. Like he just doesn't-
I'm still getting paid.
yeah, I'm a vampire.
Well,
Like,
I mean, the guy has his own private island. He has his own island.
I want to know what's the most fucked up thing that's happened there.
I don't know.
Dude, he's hunted a person.
No, he
No,
hasn't.
he
I
hasn't.
bet you.
Yeah.
I bet. I don't want to start stuff,
I
but
don't
he
know.
seems like a person who's
He
hunted
bought
somebody.
jackets for every member of the crew on the last Pirates movie.
Yeah,
He
Did
like
he
bought
really?
them all jackets.
So he could size them up for the safety vest that he gives on the island to the guy who needs to run. I know. I've read the most
Wait,
dangerous
where's
game.
his island at?
It's I don't know. It's somewhere in the Pacific. He has an island.
Islands aren't that expensive. Sam
Really?
and I
Look that
worked
up.
out.
Yeah, there's some dude. It was Just Cause 3, the game that just came out. Somebody could have won an island from it, or the money to buy one. What was it? What was the other thing?
It was more. It was cash.
It was cash. Oh, but we looked up that it's only like maybe $1 million to get an island.
That's
Yeah.
not bad.
But that's a whole plot
That's
of land.
like an
yeah.
apartment in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Yeah, I would get an island if I could. I
Really?
wouldn't hunt
I
anybody.
wouldn't.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But well,
That's weird.
That's the thing is like the majority of the money, like once you buy the island, the majority of the money goes into like getting power on that island and communications on the
Water,
island and
food,
supply
food,
drops to the
Wi-Fi.
island.
I have
'cause
played
you're
SimCity.
out there.
Oh, she's
stranded.
played SimCity.
She's played SimCity.
I know.
So the island isn't the expensive part; is getting the things that aren't on islands.
Well,
is
it's like when you buy a
expensive.
house. The house is great, but then you got to pay your rates every quarter or whatever.
Yeah.
And the bit more expensive the house, the more rates you have to pay. So it's just an ongoing expense. The more money you have, the more money you need.
And no matter what the government says, you don't have to pay. You just don't have to do it. You
Wait.
don't need to pay for anything.
So if I've got
I don't think that's true at
There's
all.
a few things you
That's
gotta do.
big
deep
repercussions for non-
misinformation.
Sometimes taxes, but other than that, you don't have to pay.
technically,
not every bill, and it goes into your credit score, and your credit score will get diminished, so you can never ever borrow money again.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
no,
wanna-
Will's got a point. You don't technically have to do
You don't have to do
anything.
it, you know?
Technically.
you do not.
But there's
Well, that's
a
a-
consequence for everything.
Yes.
When you buy an island, what country
I
Can
was
you
just
just
thinking
call guy
that.
Christopher Walken? When
No.
you buy an island.
when
that
you
That was
close
your
up?
best one yet. That was your best one yet.
an island?
You had to not think about
Yeah.
it.
Sorry,
Mod-
sorry.
That's 4 1/4 kicks. I'm moving my leg.
I was crossing my legs.
It's the
again.
same leg every time you kick. Maybe it's my fault.
It's because my legs cross over, and it's just.
It's
It's
okay.
honestly comes out to where
It's
you
okay.
are.
It's all right. I understand.
Imagine me sitting in a plane or in the cinema. Like I just can't put my legs anywhere.
Yeah, I got longer legs. My upper torso is kind of small. I got long legs, so I know what you're talking about.
There you go.
You get it.
As you stroke your inner thigh,
No,
what's
but-
happening?
It's nice
here,
work, man.
bud? What's going on?
These are my podcast.
Are those? It's like those sweatpants look like the kinds of pants like the 1911 Yankees would wear or something, or
Yeah.
like
I
long
thought we-
johns.
I thought we spoke about you not wearing sweatpants
I
to
know.
work.
Everybody hates them. I hate them
Well,
too.
I wouldn't say I would hate
It's
him.
not that. I just think some
It's-
people can get away with it a bit
Yeah.
better than others.
I
Yeah,
definitely can't.
Some people, it's not some
That's
kind
not
of.
what I was trying to do.
It's not a
Look,
sexual crime
that's
to wear
why-
sweatpants for
These
some
are-
people.
These are for specifically. They're for very comfortable. That's why I wear them for
They're
podcasts.
for very comfortable.
They're for very comfortable.
Once the podcast
Go
is
get
over,
a T-shirt on forverycomfortables.com.
Very comfortable. That's what they should rebrand it to.
I would go to forverycomfortable.com.
I'd say that would be my website.
Right?
I feel- I would-
Verycomfortable.com.
SamVeryComfortable.com.
SamVeryComfortable.com sounds a bit different. Like, hey, I'm comfortable with anything. SamVeryComfortable.com. You want to come over to my house and
And
sit on
feel
me?
comfortable?
Oh, SamVeryComfortable.com.
Why don't people make websites anymore? You remember? People have just. I mean, people have decided that websites are just. Yeah.
It's
no,
the
for
dot
real.
com
What is that
era.
question?
The
No,
dot
No,
com.
he's got a point.
People like
Just
they're
a
like,
Facebook
I'll
page
just
would
build up a
work.
Facebook page. I'll build up a Twitter page, an Instagram page. No one's
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm starting WilliamHaynes.net. Like it just, it's not a thing.
I feel like websites are too much effort because you have to constantly update it. And like a status update, it's all there ready to go, but you have to code it or you have to punch it in. You got to make it look different.
Have you guys ever made a website? Because I had to make one in
Yes.
school, and it was a SpongeBob SquarePants fan page, and I even put a game on it.
Aye.
was
I can
really
do
good.
that one.
Do I
love
do it
this
again?
a lot, huh?
It was a game. It was just you SpongeBob going through making Krabby Patties.
Wait, like you found a game and you put it on
Yeah, I
your
figured
website?
out how to get it on, like encoded in, or
Does,
yeah,
does
embedded in the
SpongeBob not
website.
know that that's a shitty job?
Huh?
Krabby
No, he
Patties?
does
Yeah,
not.
he loves it.
Yeah.
I guess if you love it, even if everyone else in the world thinks it's shitty, it's still a
Yeah,
good
if
job.
you love your job, then it's the best job in the world.
But imagine that still pays for a whole pineapple under the sea.
the whole
A
pineapple
whole-
that he
Rent
already
is
had.
cheap in Bikini Bottom. Bikini Bottom is got to be like the ghetto.
Yeah, it's got to be the ghetto.
It's got to be.
There's
Yeah.
only like 3 houses in his
The only
neighborhood.
restaurant in town is fast food.
Yeah.
And everybody freaks out when they change something about. Yeah.
Did you see the one though where another restaurant came and they had like a talking dog in it?
No.
No, that was one of their best bits when they were like, "Oh, let's get out of the Krusty Krab. Let's go to the new restaurant with a talking dog." And the other fish was like, "All right, cool. What's a dog?"
I
It's
love,
funny,
they
though,
did weird
because
shit on that show.
Remember when SpongeBob decided to be the lifeguard at the local pool?
Yes.
And it's like, you're underwater.
Wait,
but you
no, was he
can't
the
swim in
lifeguard
there.
or-
And he couldn't swim.
Yeah.
He's
SpongeBob
at the
couldn't
beach.
swim.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
at the
yeah,
beach.
yeah,
You
yeah.
But
can't
it-
swim. Yeah.
Like the beach is underwater and he couldn't swim, but he's already like underwater. I
Yes.
was like, don't do
I don't
this to
understand.
children.
They-
Like,
yeah.
He's a sponge. Sponges can't swim. They don't have appendages.
He did.
The
He
best
did, but
one
that
to
was
me,
just
I will watch it
imaginary.
whenever is the Bubble Buddy episode. Remember Bubble Buddy?
Oh, yeah, I remember
Bubble Buddy.
Bubble Buddy's good. Leaf Erickson Day. That's
Oh,
what it is.
Happy Leaf Erickson's Day. Leaf. I didn't even know what that meant.
Leif
And then
Erikson.
Then he put
Yeah,
on the
He's a
hat.
Viking.
There's so
Viking.
much shit that as an adult, I'm like, what were they talking about? Everything on Ed, Edd and Eddie was just like,
That's an acid trip.
somebody went, open up Celtics. Like- yeah, I love that show though.
I want to talk about one last story. I love shows, but stories that I want to
Sure,
talk
sure,
about. And
sure,
it's
sure.
kind of going to go down celebrityism. You guys know The Rock, obviously.
Yeah.
Dwayne.
Probably trying not even to be
Dwayne?
The Rock anymore. Oh, the Dwayne? The comfortable Dwayne?
Dwayne, yeah.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So he was just driving around and these girls were standing there with a cardboard and it said, honk, wave, yay. And he was like, "Bah, bah," and they were like, hey, that's The Rock. And they were like, pull over, come say hi. He drove off and then, when he was driving back, they changed their signs and they said, we saw you, The Rock, please stop, pull over. And he was like, okay. And he did. And he hung out with them and they got photos and everything. And it was like, something really small out of his day, but he would have made these girls days, weeks, lives even just by doing that one small kind act.
That's cool.
Go on his Instagram page. He likes to repost people. I remember he reposted some photo of somebody dressed of him as a Halloween, and I went onto their page because he tagged them. Not only did he post it, he also tagged them. And the girl fucking was like crying. She's like, I can't believe The Rock posted my shit. He's so good. Everybody loves The
He's
Rock.
so cool.
Yeah, he is.
He's so sweet. He's my dad.
He's just a nice fella.
I would like him to be my dad.
I
My dad's
remember-
cool.
But
I saw him once when I was going to college in Boston. They were shooting the Tooth Fairy at the time.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
And they're like Emerson College is on a block where it's just that college and then like 5 clubs, like 5 nightclubs all in the same block. So they turned one of them, Gypsy Bar, into this thing for The Rock. And I was really surprised because I used to be like a huge wrestling fan. And I thought of him as like a mountain, and he just like was very average height, like just normal.
Really?
Oh, really?
He seems
He's
Yeah.
still like
gigantic.
6'2".
He's
It's
still
just
like
'cause
6'2",
he's wider than he is
but
tall.
he was in the street, and I was like up on a curb, and he just looked just shorter than I ever imagined he could have been. And I don't. That's not to say that he is short, but I was just surprised, and it was the first time I think I'd ever seen a celebrity in person.
He's going to come up in here and whoop your ass.
I hope so.
That would be such a cool story.
Aren't seriously?
If The Rock beat the shit out of you and
we
you
have
live.
good insurance. I think I'd be okay, and I think it'd be worth the story.
He
There's a
would
hospital
pick you
around
up by your throat and slam you through this table.
I have a friend who
maybe
used to
through that
like
concrete wall.
He used to choke slam me. He was like a big dude in
Wait,
high school.
your
I don't need
friend?
to know
My
about your
friend-
private life like that.
No, in high school he choke slammed me. It was funny.
As a
Was it? It
joke?
sounds not funny
It
at
didn't
all.
happen very often. It happened a
Guess
couple
you
of
didn't
times.
smell what The Rock was cooking then, huh?
No, but I bet it would be delicious.
Is that,
Truly.
is that a wrestling?
Why
Yeah,
doesn't he
that's his
have-
catchphrase.
I didn't. I didn't.
It's cooking.
I did not watch that
People's
as a child.
elbow.
I remember when The Rock had hair. Do you kids remember when The
Oh
Rock
boy,
had hair?
I remember that
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I remember.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you remember that shit?
You know you're into wrestling
Remember when
when
he
you
wore a
can do
fanny
this.
pack?
Ready? This is testing your wrestling. Well, you got the next part? Well, it's the big show.
Oh damn it!
That's
all right,
alright.
yeah.
You watched wrestling?
Did you watch
Why?
wrestling?
Come on. You
Do you
all
still
went
watch
to-
wrestling?
No.
How long-
I couldn't watch
What
it.
era did you watch wrestling?
Oh my God, 1996 to
Holy shit.
1999, 2000.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kindergarten. We were in
Oh
kindergarten.
yeah, I was 4 maybe. I remember one time my grandmother said to me, I was like, they're all watching wrestling. I was like, no, it's too violent for me. I don't want to watch it. And my grandmother said, if you don't watch wrestling, you're not a part of this family. Since then, I don't give a fuck about being a Haynes. Fuck you, grandma. Oops, shit, shouldn't say fuck you, grandma. I know you like 86.
You know your mom listens to this podcast.
And I know my mom shows my grandma this shit. Like, what if she was like, oh, maybe he mentioned us, and she skips all the way into 43 minutes saying, fuck you, grandma. I don't give a fuck about being a Haynes. Then I'm done.
Yeah, she
You're
will
dead.
slap the life out of
Just
you.
slap the life out of me.
I see. You stopped watching wrestling like right when I started. Like I was watching like when it was like WWF Raw is War, and then 9/11 happened, and it just became WWF Raw. And
Why?
then because they didn't want to glamorize war.
Oh.
After that tragedy, it
Makes
was
sense.
like
We've
kind of
been
like
a war
actually kind of
country.
classy for them. And then the World Wildlife Foundation sued them for the name
WWF.
WWF, and
Yeah.
now they're WWE.
Okay, that's what
I
happened.
remember around that transition.
Yeah.
My brother was really, really obsessed with it.
Oh, yeah?
But I think, with a lot of things in your childhood, things that you absolutely love, and you're like, I'll never give up on this. This is my life. You grow out of it. And for
You
me,
do.
I grew out of wrestling, but I didn't grow out of video games.
Oh, sure.
I kind of feel like I have to adult one part of my life. Come at me, bros.
I want to see what age does it start coming back is what I want to know.
You think it's gonna come back?
I mean, like, maybe some of our interests in the future, you might realize, well, I'm 82 and I want to watch Avatar The Last Airbender. You never know.
Would you? I remember being a kid and my dad being like, you need to stop watching this. I need to watch the news. And I was like, ugh, not the news. And I was thinking, I will never grow out of cartoons. These are awesome. This will be my life. And I kind of looked back to that and I was like, oh, Maud, I want to pat you on the head.
Yeah, you gotta know what's on the news. My mom always wants to watch the news.
If I'm being honest, I will not watch the news.
oh,
Never?
these days, no.
Also, I don't have cable, so I'm not going to go out of the
Oh,
way to
yeah.
go try to
I
find
don't
it or
even
watch it
have
online.
television with channels. I don't even have basic anything.
No,
My
me neither.
TV's
Yeah, me
just for
neither.
my video games.
Video games, Netflix, that kind of stuff. I'll look on trending.
I have a
trending
TV
things.
in a
I'll
room, so when
read.
visitors come, they think that I use it. I don't turn on my TV. Like it's pointless. Especially someone told me recently that the speakers on my TV are like warped or whatever, or like they don't sound right. So I'm like, this is a useless piece of shit.
Wait, you don't want to watch things on a bigger screen?
No, then I gotta like tilt my head up. I realized that the best part about like watching something is when I'm on my laptop and I'm like crunched over in this position and like I'm so like my eyes can only look at this tiny computer screen.
That's the bad future. That's like the dark future where all we are is just like in the darkness looking at a tiny screen right in front
I
of
know
us.
That's what I
Sam
used to
knows what I'm
do.
talking about.
No, I used to do that because not to brag, guys, but when the video iPods came out, I got a video iPod for Christmas. I got my sister's old one, and I downloaded all the seasons of Friends because it was 124 gigs. And I watched the whole series of Friends
On an
on
iPod.
an iPod.
That's why you got glasses.
I
now.
did
That's
that.
why I got glasses now,
I
yeah.
did that with 24. I
Yeah.
watched like all of 24 like at the gym on a little teeny tiny iPod.
How long
That
did
was
it
cool.
take?
It took a long time.
24
24.
hours.
More than 24 hours.
Thank you. I was there on that one.
Yeah.
That's
What's
a
the
good
last
one.
show that you binged then?
Ooh.
Because we are so available to.
Jessica Jones.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
not for me. I've binged since.
Oh my god.
How do you guys binge
Binged
so much?
again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What?
How do you guys binge so much?
We're
I
my
cannot-
Disney
hard.
fans.
That's
It's
the
like a
second
job.
binge I've ever done. The first binge was Daredevil, and
Yeah.
that felt like pulling
Oh,
goddamn
that's
teeth out of my head.
You guys have pulled. I'm sure you have too. I pulled a true binge where you like watch the whole thing.
We took breaks for peeing and
It's
maybe not even
awful.
eating because we would
We
eat
would
through
eat
it.
while
Is
we
it even
watched,
fun
yeah.
at that point?
No.
Jessica Jones was.
Jessica
No.
Jones was because it was great. It was a
Daredevil.
great show. It held up through the whole thing.
Daredevil was sorry. People
painful.
like that show a lot, and
No.
you're fine to like
Yeah.
it, but man, that it starts to drag
Yeah.
its feet.
Watching
hard.
it again separately, like in 2-episode chunks, it's a lot better.
Wait, you
but
already binged something and now you're rewatching
I
it?
watched it again before Jessica Jones came out just to make sure that my opinion held up and it wasn't just because we binge watched it. Because sometimes like shows aren't designed to binge. Like some things are made to be watched
Next
1 week at a time. Exactly.
Anime, I think anime is meant to binge. I feel sorry for people who are like caught up on anime because in an anime show, it's about 22 minutes long and about 30 seconds worth of shit happens.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah.
watch
It's
it for
so
hours.
weird. No, because I picked up one show. It was Zombie High School of the Dead, which is extremely violent.
Oh,
which
yeah.
was very scary to watch. But no, like the show happens, which it felt like was maybe 15 minutes. Then the end trailer goes. Then the show keeps going after the trailer. I was like, after the,
Sometimes they
the
do
credits
that.
at the end. I was like, I was at episode 6, and I was like, I've missed so much story. I thought I just was being stupid, or like this is how like they expect you just to know based on like us, like you just get the
Different type of
information through
media.
osmosis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Like,
did you last binge?
Ooh.
Ooh.
I can't remember. I have no idea.
Really?
I tried to watch all of Masters of None. I watched the first 4 episodes. Liked it a lot, so I was like, okay, I don't have to watch this anymore. Yeah, I liked it.
There's only 6 episodes.
Oh
You have
man,
2
the best
more to
ones
go.
Wait,
are like
really?
in the
There's like
no,
6 to 8.
Master of None is 10 episodes.
Oh,
Oh,
there
there's
you
only
go.
10. Now
There's
that I
only
know
10.
where the finish line is, it'll make it easier.
Yeah.
Light
Yeah.
at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, you can just plow through the rest of that. And episode 4 is like actually when it starts to get good. Like it gets good in the later half.
Yeah, I haven't binge watched anything in a while. What am I missing? Some bullshit.
I binge watched the first half of season 1 of Mr. Robot because
Oh, yeah.
all summer people came at me and told me this show is amazing. Why are we not watching it? Why aren't we reviewing it on
People-
Superhero Roundup, even though it has nothing to do with superheroes?
But there's a computer in it.
People keep
Yes.
telling me that I look like the guy in it, or I sound
What?
like him. Yeah.
No,
That's
Rami
not, I
Malek?
get tweets all the time. People are like, you look like the guy in I, Robot, and I have
It's
yet to Google
Rami
it.
Malek, right?
iRobot is Will Smith.
I mean, the one, the show.
I love iRobot.
I haven't seen it.
really?
I love iRobot a lot.
I remember the trailer for that. I was so pumped for that movie, and it was okay.
Oh, I was a kid. Maybe it's just because I remember it from when I was a kid. That movie sucked me in, and I love it.
Ooh,
It's one of my favorite Will Smith movies.
Mr. Robot, though, like I need to finish it, and I'm praying that it gets better. But like, goddamn, if that show isn't overrated as fuck. The pilot is great. And then it falls off the rails quickly. We differ in opinion on that. I really enjoyed the pilot, but the rest of the show so far has just been
Do you know what I think it's
trash.
trying to do? I think it's trying to be like Fight Club.
Well, it completely down to the point that the main love interest in Fight Club was Darla, and the crazy love interest in this one is named Darlene. Like it's trying to be Fight Club, hackers, like every single counterculture 90s thing you've ever seen. It's a mishmash of that plus a little bit of Dexter, and it's not working.
Well,
I think
people.
Will Smith's on the way for a comeback. I forgot what we were talking about. Will Smith.
Yeah,
I just wanted to say
Concussion.
that.
Are you ready?
It's about to be good.
I
Tell me
really
time.
want it to be
Boom,
good.
boom.
That movie looks really interesting, and I really hope Suicide Squad is good.
Ooh, if you guys want to see a good movie, Spotlight. I saw a screening of it. That movie is amazing.
What's that?
It's a true story. It's about the Boston Globe reporters who exposed the pedophilia in the Catholic Church.
Oh,
in,
sign
like,
me up. I can't
2001.
wait.
Michael
Why would you
Keaton,
wa-
Mark Ruffalo,
Why
Rachel
do people watch
McAdams.
sad shit? Why do you watch sad shit? Don't you get enough of that in your own life?
No, it's a good story. It's like a happy thing because they're able to bring this story to light and help save people
As
and,
a
and punish the
storyteller.
bad
As a
people.
story.
As a storyteller like yourself, we just want to see as the widest range of
true.
stories possible.
That's true.
Like, have you? I didn't get to watch it, but everyone has told me basically the entire story. But for Doubt with Philip Seymour
Oh,
Hoffman
yeah.
and Meryl Streep
That's an
and Amy
intense-
Adams,
intense.
like they told it to me, and it seems depressing as hell to watch that movie. But I still want to see it. Like,
if you died halfway through a video, would you be mad if we CGI'd you in the rest?
Oh my god.
into like this video.
I mean, yeah, if we CGI'd you, like,
No, I wouldn't
Like
be mad.
Paul
I would
Walker
be a little
style.
upset with you that you spent that money.
Yeah.
that you spent that kind of money and you didn't
That
like.
would be like
Don't talk about my
$300,000.
friend like that.
if you made half of a video, we needed that second half, it would probably cost us $300,000.
I hope it's a nerd news video and they're like, we just need
Yeah.
to finish. He died in the middle. We got CGI him for
And
the
we
rest
didn't-
of it.
We couldn't get anybody to do impressions, so we just used previous clips. Wow.
Wow.
On that note, guys, thank you so much for watching the SourceFed podcast with the Rock story. I did want to say one thing really quickly, so we'll go around the table.
Sure.
Who is the one celebrity that you would want to run into?
Conan O'Brien.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I
Absolutely.
have. Oh, sorry.
You have?
Yeah, sorry.
Everybody's met him.
Oh,
who would
man.
be yours?
Oh,
Just wanna kiss him
I
on the
don't
mouth.
know. For me, I never want to meet my heroes.
True.
Because like you don't want them to disappoint you.
Yeah.
But
I want them to want to meet me.
Oh,
I only want to meet Kanye if he wants to meet me.
okay.
yeah, I honestly don't know. Maybe like Steven Spielberg or Martin Scorsese. It would be cool to meet them.
Now,
You
like
shouldn't
all
have
these
fucking
names
threw
are
up on
flooding
it.
my head, and I don't. I believe that like I don't want to meet my heroes. I'd say I would want to meet. I love the silence. It felt like I had a lot of power for a second. I would just like to meet Grant Gustin. I know it's a
Okay.
really lame thing.
Grant Gustin?
The
Oh.
Flash.
The Flash.
Which one?
Which one?
The,
The-
main one right now. I told you I saw that, right? I was in the fucking.
Hey.
Yeah,
He
you were
was
in a
trying
to
sandwich
get your
shop.
goat.
Yeah.
That shit is beautiful, but like, man,
Well, mine probably would be Natalie Portman. I've yet to come across her, and I'd love to.
how the fuck they get her in this movie?
Right?
How'd they
and
get her
she's
in
in
two
Star
Thor
Wars.
movies?
She's in Star Wars too.
The
yeah, she's,
prequels.
no, that's not
All
her.
the
That's
prequels,
That's
yes.
that's the other one. That's
That's Natalie Portman, dude.
No, Keira
no,
Knight-
it's not.
Keira
That's Keira Knightley.
No, no,
She
no. That's Keira
plays-
Knightley's first role, and she plays.
Yeah,
the
she
double.
plays a decoy. She's a double.
Dude,
It's
come
the
on.
big twist, that makes Phantom Menace so iconic and great.
Wait, so they're both in that movie?
Yeah, but you don't recognize Keira Knightley in it because her face is all painted
It's
up
so
like Queen
iconic and
Amidala.
great.
Yeah, it is. It's my
so
Hayden
favorite.
Christensen is so sexy.
Wait, he's really not in that movie. He does this thing. He's just like, I'm going to take you whether you want me to or not.
It's so creepy.
It's really creepy.
It's
I like
really
Jumper,
kinda
I'll be
rapey.
honest.
But he's not bad in Shattered Glass, that movie, but only because he's supposed
That movie
to
that
play
you've
like
never
a
heard
two-
of and will never watch.
He plays a two-faced weasel in it, and that's why he's so good.
The podcast is done every single week, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and watch us because there's new people every single time. Will, where can people find you?
You can find me on youtube.com/peoplebelike or at Mr. William Haynes on Twitter.
Matt.
Or follow your mom around. I'm around her somewhere.
You can find me on Twitter at Matt Lieberman, MattLieberman. Watch Superhero Roundup Fridays on SourceFed Nerd. And actually, it's kind of funny because we did walk-in impressions on this show. I'm starting a Christopher Walken podcast called Walk and Talk that's going to be out in the new year. So keep an eye out for that and the Ask Leaps podcast.
Is it about Christopher Walken?
Every episode.
We're reviewing everything he's ever done, and not just movies and TV, like anything we can get our hands on.
Yeah,
like
a Facebook post.
yeah, college essays,
Commercial.
anything. That Fat Boy Slim music video, we're gonna be.
My favorite part
That's
is that
fun,
I'm
yeah.
like, Matt, do you like Christopher Walken? Yeah, it's alright. Okay.
I think he's incredible.
You should find out if he's been to a Chili's and just
I'm
go.
gonna find out what the customer service was like at that Chili's
Yeah.
and whether or not he was nice to them.
If you,
That's why we have Law and Order SVU.
when you do
'Cause this
Mousetrap,
is
That kinda- that's-
when you do Mouse Hunt, I would like to
He's
get
not
my
in Mouse Hunt.
He's in. Yes, he is. He's
He's
the
in Mouse Hunt?
exterminator. He's the exterminator.
Stop! Oh, you want to come on for Mouse
I'm
Hunt?
here to exterminate
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Insects.
Okay.
I want to review
All
Mouse
right.
Hunt.
Sam, it's on. You're on for Mouse Hunt.
And
Sam, where can people find you apart from on Matt's podcast?
yeah, on Matt's podcast, you can find me on SourceFed Nerd, obviously dummies, and you can also find me on Sam's Tiny Place, the bi-weekly show where Sam
And
reviews
that's all you have time because it's a little tiny time for a tiny.
Sam's Tiny Place. Just Google it.
Nice. I'm Maud Garrett. You can find me also on SourceFed Nerd, and I have my own YouTube channel where I talk about video games and what I'm reading and what I'm watching. It's Geek Bomb, so check it out there. But guys, thank you so much for putting up with us for an hour. We appreciate it. Mwah. Kisses all around. Bye.
Goodbye.
Ain't no sunshine when,
When
she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And this house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away.
I know.
Like, you should do a blackface video. And I was like, oh my God.
Well, he's been inside for hours.
Yeah, it's warmer outside.